Another day, another crazy game for the Old Dominion University football team with Andy Mishaw. I'm Ted Alexander. The battle for the Silver Mace 2012, Old Dominion and William&Mary. William&Mary came in 2-7 in the league. The Monarchs flying high at 8-1, and zeesh.
For the life of me, I cannot figure out how William&Mary came in at 2-7 in this game. We knew it was going to be tough coming in, and it was exactly what we thought it was.
And the Tribe got off to the fast start behind the arm of Michael Graham, the quarterback, their third starting quarterback of this year because of injury, came out lighting it up.
Yeah, and Caprio went down, Rafael Ortiz comes in, goes out, comes back in, goes out again. You wind up with Graham, who all he did was come out here and have a career day, 353 yards and 4 touchdowns. Who says they can't move the football?
As you might think, in a rivalry game, it was one heavyweight punch after another. Monarchs fell behind 7-0, and then Taylor Heineke goes to Nick Mayers for 39 yards, and those two hooked up again to get the Monarchs to within 1.
Yeah, Nick Mayers had another great game today, 9 catches, 131 yards, those 2 touchdowns, played all over the place today, and Heineke, once again, looks like Heineke. He had several hundred yards, 291 yards, 4 touchdowns on the day. Did take a few hits, something they got to keep an eye on, but he's all right.
No picks for Heineke.
No picks today either. That's a good point because they had been struggling a little bit with those interceptions coming in. Handled it today. No turnovers at all today for the Monarchs.
Craziest play of the day, second quarter. Monarchs down 1 after going for the 2-point conversion and failing. Antonio Vaughn picks the punt up at the 30-yard line, and he starts going east and west, and then he gets the compass out and figures out the way to go, and boy, did he.
Yeah, that's one of those ones on the sideline. I wish you had a mic on Coach Wilder for that one, because I guarantee he's going, no, get away from it, don't touch it, don't get away from it, oh, get it, go, yes, go. It's one of those you don't want no part of until he picks it up and breaks it for the rest of the way for the touchdown.
A 70-yard punt return for the touchdown gave the Monarchs the lead. William&Mary would battle back to a 1-point halftime advantage, but in the second half, that Monarch defense really came through.
Yeah, the defense had been struggling in the second halves of games. We have to go all the way back to almost before the bye week to see when they really finished a game. They've started games pretty well. Had a shutout last week in the first half. This week, they almost did it in the second half. 3 points allowed. All kinds of defensive pressure coming from all over. Caleb Taylor had a good game today. John Darr had a great game today. He had a sack. Wilkins, again, got another interception today. So the defense really cleaned it up when they had to have it. But, of course, the real main story of this game, the Tyree Lee train just keeps on running. 126 yards. Next week, 128 yards. This week, 166 yards and a touchdown to go with it. I think he's got to go up to like 180 next week just to keep pace. But he just keeps on going, man.
And the thing about the running game, it keeps the clock churning. Time of possession goes up, and you keep the other guys on the sidelines.
He really did. And with the way William&Mary was playing today, especially in that first half, you needed to keep him on the sidelines. But he did it today. And when you have a quarterback like Taylor Heineke, all of a sudden you had a rusher who's got 3 straight 100-yard games in there. Who do you key on? What do you do to stop that? So that's what JMU is going to be facing.
41-31 the final score. Monarchs up their record to 9-1. One more game in the regular season. Who knows? Maybe they got into the playoffs and secured themselves a home playoff game.
Yeah, that's what they're looking to do. At 9-1, you get a pretty good shot. You finish it out next week, who knows what happens? Maybe you get a bye, maybe you get a more than one home game in the playoffs. So that's what they're looking at.
Hard to believe that in a game where 72 points were scored, defense was the key. Monarchs only allow 3 in the second half and get their 9th win of the year, 41-31 over the College of William&Mary. They win their second consecutive battle for the Silver Mace. For Andy Mishaw, I'm Ted Alexander for Monarch Media.